Anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm just recording. All right. So so sorry.
It's not too late to record it.
Yeah, I just started
Maybe
recording.
I will start it.
All right. So um, so we wanted to talk about functions. Yeah. So write a program that prints underscore push followed by a new line. Okay. So there are different ways to do this. So functions and nested loop. Okay, we've talked about nested loop already. So functions and nested loop. Right. So we can use nested loop. We can use functions to print. So for this underscore putcher, there are several ways to do it. And let me just cd outside. No, sorry. No. Let me go to oxo2. So all right. So vi0. Let's see. So what we did here is we created, we talked about arrays of characters, right? That we can save different baskets beside each other and put these characters inside them, right? Yesterday. So that's what we did here. And we created, you can use a while loop here. Yeah, I used a for loop. So let me change this guy to a while loop because we've been using while loop for now. All right. And sorry. Okay, so this is the value. So we said that we set I to be 0, right? Because we want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So we want to print 8 stuff, but the thing with this guy is, okay, we want to print 8 stuff. 0 to 7 is actually 8, right? So we are printing 8 stuff. So we want to print C at, we put the I here. So this underscore is representing at index 0. This one is at index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, index 5, index 6, index 7. Okay, we want to print that. So we said you should print it because this guy can print only one character at a time. So it's going to print C at index. What is I currently? I is 0. To print at 0, it will come back here. I becomes 1. It will print at index 1. It will come back here. I becomes 2. It will go like that until index 7. And when I becomes 8, 8 is not less than 7. It will just print a new line and then it will exit it. Okay. So if I compile this file now and someone trying to join. If I compile the file and I try to run it, I think our meeting will end now. I don't know, I'll create one more link and then we'll continue. And that will be all for today because I've been talking for like 5 hours now. Um, so let's exit this guy and recompile gcc 0 putchar.c. The output as, okay, let me just do like this. It's going to give us a.out as the output. All right. We have on the reference to, okay. Underscore put char. Let's see. All right, we've compiled it. So ls a.out. When I run a.out, you see it print out put char. Why? So that's what it did. It will print out put char. So that's, so back to the file. I hope you understand this particular one, right? So this one is quite simple. So let's go back, let's continue, and we are still recording, right? So write a function that prints the alphabet in lowercase followed by a new line. We've actually done this. So the thing is, we are just going to be using this underscore put chart to print instead of using the normal put chart, right? Okay, so we've done this before, and um, write a function that prints 10 times the alphabet in lowercase. So when they execute it, it's going to print A to Z 10 times. We've actually done this before, so we can just redo them. What's the file called? Uh, the file is called to print alphabet. Okay, let's just vi. Okay, so if you check it, we can have two while loops. Let me convert this guy to while loop so it will be easier for you to understand. Um, Someone wants to join. Let me just accept the person. I think the meeting will end now. I will send a new link to the group once it ends. And oh, sorry. Well, I equals to a. So we have I plus plus. Wait. And this one too. We have what's it called? J plus plus. I want to convert this guy to while loop. Sorry. Well, J equals to 0. Okay, so if we do it, so we just created two baskets. We give j0. Okay, and then we say 0 is less than 10, so it's going to print 0 to 9. Is 0 to, yes, 0 to 9, right? I'm going to print 0. Okay, it's going to print, wait, this guy is not supposed to be, yes, this one is going to execute 10 times. 0 to 9 is 10 times, right? Because we're printing A to Z. So it's going to go 10 times. And I tell you that this outer one for nested loop serves as the number of rows. Since we're having 10 rows, it means this thing will go 10 times. It's going to print A to Z 10 times. So that's what we're actually doing. Alright. So I is A is less than equal to Z, right? So it's going to print A. Increase the value of A, becomes B. So this guy becomes 0 to enter this place. This one becomes A will print to Z, print new line, increase the value of J to 1. It will go here, come back again, print A to Z. Okay, the next meeting. Okay, welcome guys. I'll start now. Share my screen. So this will be the last link for today. So you can have time to go eat, rest. Alright, so let's just continue. Alright, so basically this one will deal with the lines. So we have 10 lines, and then this one will deal with the alphabet we're printing, okay, which is A to Z, right? So this guy will go 0, print A to Z to become 1, print A to Z. So every time it finishes this A to Z, it prints new line, become 1, print A to Z, new line, become 2, print A to Z, new line, like that. Keeps on going till we're done. Alright, so that's what this guy does. Okay, so we have the next one. So this one, write a function. So there's actually a function that does that when you put a value inside, okay, it's going to check if it is lowercase or uppercase. Okay, so you are going to create a function that acts like that. All right, and the name of the function is lower. Okay, so when you put this is the prototype. Okay, when you put a value inside, it's going to let you know if it is lowercase or uppercase. Like this one is IH, this one is low letter. um, so it's going to return 1 if it is lowercase, and return 0 if it is otherwise. So write a function that checks for lowercase. So it should return 1 if it is lowercase, and then the name of the function is 3 is lower. All right. So we are 3 is lower. Let's see. So it's as simple as that. So what we did is we set a, let's scroll down. Okay, so we set a value, a character variable, that's a basket. We named it I. Another basket, we named it lower and put 0 into it. And okay, so we can use a while loop. So just still see a while loop as a for loop for now, right? It's just a while loop. A for loop, it's a while loop, but in another syntax. Normally our while loop, we write our while here, right? And then this I plus plus will be down here, right? And then this I equals to A will be up here. So that's just the difference. The difference is just the arrangement of this first one and this last one. So this one is up, this one is down for while loop. Okay, so that's the difference. So for for loop now, we have this guy, and then we said while. So I'll still be using the statement while, or you can use the statement for. Okay, so while I is still equals to A, so this one,
Yes, now it's not being affected. So like we now use that dummy.
okay, so this guy is A, and as long as A is less than Z, right, it should do whatever is here. Okay, so it's going to check A is less than Z, right? So the value of I is A, right? So if A is equal to C, it should make lower become 1, as lower is 0, right? So instead of saying lower to become 1, you can just say return 1. Okay, so you can tell it to return 1 from here. All right, so we want to know if our character is small letter c, and whenever we get small letter c we should return 1. Okay, so that's what we want to see. So it's going to print a, it's going to print b, and whenever I get to c is equals to c, it's going to return 1. Okay, whenever I get to d, this guy will not get executed, it will just go back to this guy until it prints z, and then it will stop. It will just return lower, which is 0, right? And that's what we are giving it here. So it should return lower. So return 1 if the character c is lower. Okay, so that's it. And all right, so basically that's that. Let's go down, and then we have this one. We are creating a function. Okay, so something about function creation is that when you are creating a function, okay, functions are we use them in our main project. Okay, so when you have a file that you're creating, like this main over here, right? So you see that every function that you're creating, they'll give you a main to test it. So your main program is where you are using those functions, right? You are using functions in main programs, right? So like this putchar, printf, they are all functions, and you've been using them, but they are functions that have been created worldwide. Like it is universal function that has been created to be used. Okay, so they've been created, and then you can use them in your main file. Okay, so you can call the function, use it in your main file. So you are not creating your own function yourself so that you can use it in your main file. So they created this underscore putchar for you, so you copy the content, paste it so that you can be able to use it. So you are not creating a function called underscore is lower. Okay, so that's what you are doing, and you are using it to detect if a character c is lower. All right, so if it is lower, it should return 1. Okay, so you are just creating this function. So in order to create the function, when you want to create the function, you do your as you can see, I did main.h here instead of standard io.h. So this main.h, okay, would create another file called main.h, and then we'll paste this guy inside. This guy is called the signature of the function you are creating. You place this guy here, and then you put your semicolon at the end. So if I go outside and see my main.h, okay, you see that it contains for, where is it? It's lower, int is lower c, and then this guy, right? So you put that there, and then you include that main.h, so you can then use it. So in your program, you add this guy there, and it's going to work as long as this file is on that directory that you are currently working on. Okay, so that's that. So in order not to waste time, because I think I still have some other things to do right now, I have so many calls. All right, so I would just want you to go through these functions one more time. So this one is still the same thing. You are printing is alpha. So with the knowledge of nested loops and using putchar, you'll be able to do this. So this one is to detect if c is a letter is lower or uppercase. Okay, so we are going to write two functions, one to detect when it is lower, one to detect when it's upper. Okay, and then we are good to go like that. And then write a function that prints the sign of a number. Okay, return 1 and print plus if n is greater than 0. So this one we can use our if statement so many times here, and then it's going to do the job for us. Okay, so we'll just say okay, so we have our n already, they've given us n. We'll just say if n is greater than 0, it should return 1. If n is 0, we've done something like this before, it should return 0. And if n is less than 0, it should return -1. So this is what we're just gonna do here, and then it's gonna work. So just go through them one more time. I'm very sure if you go through them now, you would have clear understanding of how they work. But you can do well, do yourself well by watching yesterday's video. It's I think I actually went a bit slower and broke it down, so you can check it out, and I think you will understand more. And then you can watch today's video. Today's video I didn't start from beginning, so I'm so sorry about that. And yeah, so go through them. So go through the first task, the second task, and this particular task. This one I think I didn't really go deep down. I didn't go scratch down. I just scratched the surface, but I think you'll still be able to get one or two things from this. All right, so let me just take one or two questions, and then I'll release you guys so you can have your time to yourself. So any question? Any question? Are you guys sleeping already? Are you sleeping?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, Usman.
Yeah, please, can you shed more light on one of the advanced tasks, the one that say we should write a program to create something like a triangle? I didn't really get it.
Okay. This one? Which one? When you see the program, let me know.
Yeah, no, not this one. Yeah, no, probably you should go down. You should go down.
This is the
I
end.
think it's the last
This is the
question
last
also.
question. Question 16.
Yeah, I think the
This
last
one?
question.
Is it this one? This one is Fibonacci numbers.
No, 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 not this one. Not this one. Not this one.
Okay. This question
Let
15.
me check question 15.
This one
No,
is
not this one too.
Fibonacci.
Not this one.
This question 14. Fibonacci. This question 13. Hope you know the tags we are on. We are on functions and nested loops.
Okay. I think is the OX04. Maybe
Okay.
when we
No,
get
no,
there.
no, no. We're not doing it. So we are seeing the OX13. So I want you to go through the OX00, OX01, OX02. Try and check them out. Okay. So tomorrow we still have tags on OX03 and 4, and then you can ask questions on these first three that we've done. OX00, that hello world, while loop and variables, and then these functions and nested loops. Okay, so ask questions on this tomorrow, and then tomorrow we'll do 3 and 4, and then like that we'll continue. Okay.
All right.
All right. So in the absence of no question, I believe I am very sure that there are some people that doesn't understand still, and they are not talking. And okay, so I'll just believe that everybody understands. So that'll be all for now. All right. So someone is just joining. All right. So see you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Simone, for the question. And bye.
Thank you, dear.
All right.